Okay, so I'm still looking through videos and clips about Janiyah McMichael. That is the missing girl out of Gary, Indiana. So I'm still looking into this case. I see a lot of things. So just as with like I did the Naziah Harris, I'm just right now collecting clips, getting everything together. Right now, I know a lot of people are shunning the mother. They say she's behind a lot of things. And again, I'm just looking into it right now. So I wanted to share these clips with you guys.
Yes, Darnell Compton, who you may know him as May May.
Yeah.
He did take them out for Janiyah's birthday. I received a call that Dave and Buster's some type of machine was on fire, so they had to end the celebration. Fast forward, when Janiyah did finally come out and tell us, hey, because I had a conversation with Janiyah, just me and her, and I was letting her know because I had seen some changes in my child. And I'm like, if something's going on, if you're sexually, my thing was, I thought she was sexually active willingly. If you're sexually active, talk to me so we can get you on the right things to take you to where you need to be.
Okay.
No, Mom, I'm not sexually active. Janiyah, you can tell me what's going on with you. No trouble behind it. You won't be on punishment. You're a teenager. You're a preteen. Let me know. She cried and said it was Jay Sean. Jay Sean is my sister Unique's boyfriend. Well, he's not the boyfriend anymore, but the father of her child.
Okay.
She said he touched me. So then I asked her to go into detail. The detail she gave me was just crazy.
Okay.
She was penetrated. Okay. It was on more than one occasion. It started happening after my father passed away. It started happening at the home of my mom. She went to tell me that whenever my sister and her boyfriend got into an argument, he took it out on her.
Okay.
Deja was not home. Deja was with her, quote unquote, wannabe godmother, Jasmine Sneed, in Tennessee for the summer.
I know
they asked for her for the summer, so I allowed her to go for the summer. A new environment. It's the summertime. Go ahead. When Deja came home, Deja actually came home the same day that, that same night that Janiyah revealed the rape to us.
And so if we can just back up, I just want to make sure everybody understand the order in which this is occurring. Did this allegedly occur on Janiyah's birthday or right around around her birthday?
No. It was, the rape started before her birthday. My father passed October 5th.
Okay.
2 years ago.
Okay.
And that's when I let Janiyah stay with my mom because that's her first grandchild. This is her favorite grandchild. This is the grandchild who I would say was on a pedestal opposed to the other children. So cool. She can go over there and agree with you and help you through your process.
Okay.
That's when everything started happening. She said that when my mom will go visit my brother, which at the time he was in Wisconsin in prison, and not all of them went because I believe because of COVID, it was only allowed 2 people at a time. So the only 2 people who went was Unique and my mom. Janiyah stayed back at my mom's house, and Jay Sean was there watching his son, which is Jay Sean Jr.
Okay.
That's when the rape started. Then Janiyah went into detail to saying that he was doing it whenever him and Unique were mad at each other. He was mad at Unique. He would take it out on her.
Okay.
So when she told me this, I instantly, again, let me go back. It was just me and Janiyah having this conversation.
Okay.
When she revealed this to me, I called Kiara Bates, which is my girlfriend. I called her downstairs to inform her on what was being said. And I didn't know how to process this because of the fact I've never been in this situation to one of my children was telling me that they're being touched.
Okay.
So I just wanted to let her know and her mom know and ask them, what steps do I take? What am I supposed to do with this information that I was just handed?
Mm-hmm.
I knew, call the police.
Mm-hmm.
I was told, call the police. So when I called the police, it was an African American police officer who came to, at the time we were living with Kiara's mom.
Mm-hmm.
The police officer came to Yolanda's house, and I gave him Jay Sean's name. I gave him the report, and he stated to me, do you know his birthday? Do you know the address? No, I don't know, but I know first, middle, and last name.
Okay.
He types it in the system, and he goes on to tell me, oh, well, this is not the first allegation against Jay Sean about this exact same situation.
Mm-hmm.
I made my report. Come to find out, he was also doing this to his other nieces, which are his brother Corey's daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Not just one of his daughters, but three of his daughters
Okay.
that he shares with one woman who lives in Indianapolis.
Okay.
So they're telling me how my girls, Janiyah at the time was telling me how they would have conversations, that all the nieces would have conversations about what was going on. They were telling me about how he would have a movie night with just the girls in his bed and the boys on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And that Olivia was saying, well, why are the girls having movie night in the bed and what's going on? Oh, well, these are the ones who are being good, is what Jay Sean said.
Mm-hmm.
So then Deja comes home later on that night. Jasmine Sneed and Thomas Sneed dropped her off to Miss Yolanda's house.
Okay.
Deja had no idea that Janiyah had came out and said this, but I did pull her to the side in the kitchen, and I asked her, I said, so has anybody ever touched you in the spots that you're not supposed to be touched? She hesitated.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said no. So I'm like, listen, we're here to protect you, and I will listen to anything you have to say, and actions will be taken.
Mm-hmm.
Has anything happened to you? She started crying. She said, Mom, Jay Sean did X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I won't go into detail.
Yeah, you don't have to.
But he did not penetrate Deja as to where Janiyah was penetrated.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I did? I called the police again
Mm-hmm.
to make another police report because this is a whole nother child.
Mm-hmm.
So
is there any way you can? Could you or just off the record, like show any kind of proof of the police reports you filed in the past against him? Like,
let me tell you this: I never went up there to get the actual paper police report, but I am willing to go up there to get the police report so I can send you proof that I did make this report.
Okay.
After I made this report, I was told by police officers to take my children to St. John in Dyer, because I guess this is something that they specialize in. Appointments are quickly.
Right.
Crown Point or Dyer, St. John, but that's the hospital, and I can go get those records as well.
Okay.
So I made my way there. I took my girls there. They were examined. It was told to me by the examiners that my girls were, Janiyah was raped, and what Deja is saying is true. That's when CPS got involved again.
Okay.
And they had their own interview with CPS. When we were at the CPS building, the CPS workers told me, your girls are very brave. The stories that they have given have been consistent. There's no inconsistency. It's been same details since day one. That's when they gave me a detective's name, a detective's number. Me and the detective were in contact. The detective met me at the Special Victims Unit in Crown Point.
Yeah.
Because one of Kiara's family members did take me down there to take the girls. We were there for hours.
Mm.
They were interviewed on camera,
Mm.
and all examinations were done.
Mm.
They also told me my girls have been through this,
Mm.
and they are brave for speaking out.
Mm.
What didn't go all the way was the fact that the detective needed me to go down to the station. Again, at the time, I did not have a car.
Mm.
I was working assistant manager on call. So I had no way to get there. And I had nobody to keep the other children while I went there.
Mm.
Me and that detective played phone tag for a very long time up until I got no response.
Okay.
So it was like that was just there.
Okay.
Then Darnell Compton, Maine, I allowed the 6 kids that we have together to go with
Mm.
him on visits every weekend, every other weekend. I have a letter that he was supposed to write, but he had his sister write, stating that, hey, I have these kids from this date to this date. I'm responsible for anything that happens to them.
Mm.
Well, unbeknownst to me, he allowed my mom to see them.
Mm.
Me and my mom weren't speaking at the time,
Mm.
because when okay, so let me go back.
Mm. No problem.
After I made those police reports, I
Mm.
called my mom,
Okay.
and I'm like, this is what happened. This is what Janiyah told me. She was
Mm.
on speakerphone. I was sitting with Janiyah. I was sitting with Kiara.
Mm.
And the first thing my mom said was, oh, get her a lie detector test. She's not telling the truth, which kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because my mom is a rape victim,
Okay.
which is the family dynamics, the family past is a little weird,
Mm.
dysfunctional, all of that. I didn't come from the best.
Mm.
My mom was molested by her stepfather, and the crazy thing is that same father that she was molested by is my godfather.
Oh wow. Okay.
So that was swept under the rug.
Mm.
There was no reports made. Her mom didn't make her, it was none of the right things done. So
Mm.
that was swept under the rug, and he became my godfather, not only my step grandfather, but my godfather.
Oh wow.
And I feel like she was trying to sweep what happened to my daughter under the rug.
Mm.
Years prior, I was a rape victim at
Mm.
a birthday party of one of my friends who was like a cousin to the family.
Mm.
My mom didn't believe it. That was swept under the rug.
Mm.
So I tried to break the cycle. So when my daughter told me it, I tried to take the right steps necessary to get the help for her.
Mm.
When she told me that she didn't believe it, I was just like, whoa,
Mm.
it happened to you. How do you not believe this?
Mm.
When I called my sister Unique after I got off the phone with my mom, her first thing was, where you at? I'm on my way. I'm finna beat the fuck out of Janiyah.
Oh really?
This is
Okay.
my child. Who are you gonna come beat the fuck out of? If you're pulling up, you're pulling up for me and not her, because I'm gonna defend her in any way possible.
Mm.
She never pulled up. We argued for weeks and weeks and weeks. And again, when I talked to the detective and I couldn't get down there to make the statement on camera,
Right.
it just like we played phone tag until he no longer answered. Me and my sister and my mom stopped talking. Like I said, I did allow Dad to get the kids for visits on the
Mm.
weekend, but Janiyah was not included with going with them.
Okay.
On those visits, he did allow my mom to see them.
Mm.
Deja stated to me that, hey, we were at Nana's house and Jay Sean came.
Mm.
Nana made me hide in the bathroom
Mm.
while he was there. I never contacted my mom. I never said, did this happen? I went off of what my child said, and I stopped all connections.
Mm.
period. I didn't deal with my family, and it's not because of Kiara. It's not because of Kiara's mom nor her family. It was because of my child told me that you allowed her to be in the same facility as this man who raped her, who molested her, and made her hide in the bathroom. So guess what? No, you cannot see my kids. No, you cannot talk to me.
What month? What do you know? What month? This was 2024, correct? Do you know what month this happened? Where you just had to cut everything off, like you're saying?
I don't remember the exact months, the
Okay.
exact dates. It was about 2 years ago. I can tell you that. Maybe
Okay.
like a year and some months, but it was I don't remember the dates.
Oh, okay. Where you when you learned this was 2 years ago, okay? Because I'm going back to 2024, thinking that maybe this happened within the past month.
Honey. I'm taking you back to the very beginning as to what transpired to all of this.
Okay. Okay.
So they tell me this.
Mhm.
I cut my mom and them off. I stopped dealing with family, and I'm just in my own zone trying to be there for my kids, raise my kids the right way.
Mhm.
My mom continued to call. She continued to text.
Mhm.
I continued to ignore.
Mhm.
I'm standing 10 toes behind the ones that I birthed.
Mhm.
And she was not okay with that.
Mhm.
She didn't like that. So you know what she started doing? Here, to be honest, none of y'all opinions matter. That's what it is, honestly, because I have a whole child out here missing that we search for because people say we don't search for. We search for her.
I'm not giving an opinion. Can I talk? Can I talk? It's not fair to me.
August the 11th wasn't the day. August the 11th was the day of her sister's birthday party, and August the 11th was the day that we had the conversation. August 11th night, after that conversation, August 12th morning, when it was time to get everybody up, is when I realized she wasn't in the home.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
When were you told that your daughter was missing, and who told you?
This was 2 Saturdays ago. I actually got on a phone call with her mother. I haven't talked to her mother in about 13 years since she was born at child support court when they had awarded her child support. And I just want to put the facts out there. Her last name is Rogers, not McMichael. On the birth certificate, it says my last name. But I was told this by her mom that at 12:47 Sunday night, supposedly she had ran away from the house, and then she didn't notice that she was gone for 8 hours because when she got up the next morning, she didn't notice that. That's when she noticed that Janiyah was gone. I had asked her then, did she have a phone or any social media? She denied that. I later found out after my mom hired KC, the bodyguard, he found out that she did have a cell phone. There's a lot of things that her mom is hiding, which has a big eyebrow lifted towards her from me.
The situation that happened on September 16th when we were out there searching. As we get there with volunteers, we all meet up. There is a white car that is coming by screaming, a female saying, "Ha ha, bitches, we're gonna shoot you." And she was laughing. And when I looked to see who it is Yolanda Walker and Nathaniel Walker in this white car that belongs to Yolanda Walker. I called the police. The police comes out. We all tell the police what happened. The police took our information. As I'm talking to the police, here comes the same car, and it's Yolanda and her husband, Nathaniel Walker. The police pull them over, and she has 2 additional cars with her family members in it, including her daughter Kiara Bates. They jump out, and the police is over there talking to them. He takes everybody's ID on site to see who Everybody is, and as you could see on the videos, the cops are talking to them, and the cops don't leave until they leave, and then we continue with our search. There is no laughing matter about this. The only thing I could think of is why they were laughing is because we look stupid searching in a place that we won't find Janiyah, because they know where she's at. Prior to this, we were searching in a different location in the woods with volunteers, and we heard gunshots. When people ran out of the woods to see where it was coming from, the same car, Yolanda Walker's car, is seen speeding off from where we were at. There should be no reason why we're getting shot at when we're out here looking for my granddaughter.
Okay, the next interview I have coming up will be this man right here. He goes by the name of Kevin. He lives in Gary, Indiana, I believe, and he knows a lot about the family, a lot about the circumstance that deals with Janiyah. The interview was extremely long, so I'm going to try to do a little bit of editing, and I will have the video up for you soon.